The 22 billion cancer plan that cabinet rejected. Now, it so appears, according to what Raila Amolo Odinga had to say in one of the rallies that he had, that on May 3rd, 2008, the Health Ministry obtained approval for a specialized medical center. This was rescinded 3 years later. Now, apparently, it so happens that when Honorable Anyang' Nyong'o was Minister of Health, there was a proposal to have a very, very elaborate cancer and other disease center opened up, and this would be, it was to have specialized equipment that was supposed to, screen cancer and other diseases and stuff like that, but Cabinet rejected it. Now, looking with hindsight, it looks like they made a very wrong decision. This is an article on page 10 of the Standard. But, of course, health matters and, issues to do with our health sector are definitely things that we need to focus on.
The United Nations wants every country to at least dedicate 15% of their budget to health. Kenya has not done that. When we talk about issues of health, and more so cancer, Michael, we're just scratching the back of this menace here. I had so many people eulogize our 2 leaders have departed from cancer, and that is Ken Okoth and Honorable Joyce Laboso. Everybody else was saying, oh, we need to put a lot of testing equipments. We need to have regional hospitals to deal with this. We need to have urologists to deal with this. But Michael, people are forgetting what we need to do in Parliament. What we need to do in Parliament is about our food. Who looks after our food, where a lot of these things come from, the cancer cells come from? Who looks after it? Who goes to those hospitals? The other day, a journalist walks into these hospitals and realizes what happens with our beef. And we consume a lot of beef. Our beef had chemical. The GMO food is getting into this country. If we are thinking that we go to high hotels like Intercon and eat anything we want there because we are parliamentarians and the proximity is so nice, we'll just walk there and eat whatever we want. We are building cancer into our life when we are eating GMO food. Now, that's what Parliament need to help us with. They need to stop anything that is genetically modified in terms of food. Our country is still vast with a big land and with fertile land. We can't generate food without bringing GMO food into this country. Also, when we talk about processed food, who goes to test those oil that is out there? There are even cases where people have alleged that mama fish is using oil from the transformers. People have said that. But who goes to test that? The public health officers, do they just get bribes and walk away thinking that, oh, I've got mine here, and the next person who comes to eat that food is the mother and the sister and the brother, and tomorrow they're sick and all the money goes into it? I want to reiterate what Professor Nyong'o said at the funeral of Honorable Laboso. You know what he said? He said it's not about the equipment. It is about the people that are able to manage this equipment. We do not have the capacity to manage this equipment. We have not trained enough people to manage this equipment in this hospital. And let's come to where now the rain beats all of us in this country. How do you want to have this equipment and you don't have doctors? How do you want to have this equipment? And you saw the statistic that was given here just the other day, that about 50% of nurses and doctors hardly attend to the hospital. How do you want to have this equipment when the staff do not attend? I think it is high time we need to realize that the counties must be able to give health a priority in terms of paying them better. Our doctors, maybe half of the doctors are being trained in this country are moving into our neighboring countries to get jobs. How do you want to train doctors every year, in, out, and then you can't pay them? They're constantly on strike. You expect them to go to work. I know of Kisumu where the doctors who are consultants have not even been promoted. Some of them are still being paid as intern. And then Professor Nyong'o, who actually designed this thing, you're wondering, but Professor, why can't you even start with your own county so that the doctors are paid, the doctors are promoted when they're supposed to, they are in the hospital, and in that case, people can be attended to. They can diagnose the, cancer and cancer problem early enough. But if you don't do that, these people will just work for a short time and then they leave. It is unfortunate that we're talking about health, but only when people are dead. We cannot even implement small things like 22 billion. The money that has been stolen into this country is over 300 to 400 billion every single year. Every single year in corruption. And things that matters to our health, no one wants to give just 22 billion to be able to help, boost health in this country. I propose that perhaps it is high time we say the counties, you have failed in delivering health, and for that reason the central government to pick it up, to employ these doctors and to ensure that they are promoted, to ensure that they are retained, to ensure that they are paid, to ensure that they are taken anywhere in this country. Gone are the days when you will say, oh, I come from Wajir and we need to train people from Wajir just to work in Wajir.
And I want